Hi, I just got off the phone with a client of Helps who had a question, a couple questions, a new client. And I noticed when I was looking at his file how he found out about us, and it said some friend had forwarded him one of our YouTube videos. He's 79 years old, and he had a lot of debt, okay, and enrolled in Helps. Uh, and really going to save his, save him from a lot of problems. Uh, and he was really thankful to find us. And kind of remind me of a call I got yesterday from one of the attorneys at Helps, and said, Eric, you need to do a video and talk to seniors about how to talk with other seniors about debt. And I thought it was a pretty good idea. And what the attorney said is, she said, there's a lot of, it can be embarrassing to talk to someone about debt. We usually don't share with friends or people we know if we have financial problems. Though I just got off the phone with a man that I know real well who shared some financial problems with me. He knew what I was, and we've known each other for many years. He's never talked to me, but he just knew what I did. And so he took a step and called me. So whenever we talk to people, it helps, at least when I do, and I encourage our staff. I said, if you ever talk to someone, and be sure and share as appropriate what Helps does with others. Um, and how do we do that? I don't know. Well, I do know. It's what I told this guy just a few minutes ago. I asked him at the end, I said, one way you can share Helps is if you're talking to someone and you're talking about things and the thought comes into your mind, I need to tell this person about Helps. There's a reason that thought came into your mind. Maybe that person does need Helps in what we do. I talk to so many people that are so thankful when they find us, and they wish they had found us a long time ago. Uh, I mean, you can't read any of our YouTube videos, the comments on our YouTube videos or whatever, where people will say something to the effect of exactly that they wish they'd known about it sooner. Um, so how do you do it? I guess, if you're talking to someone and you say, wow, it's a tough economy. I learned about an organization that helps seniors that have financial problems, and they really do good work, and they're called Helps. And you say, you know, I was reading about them the other day, and I saw a YouTube video, and they said, I never realized that, you know, retirement income is protected. It can't be taken from people. And there's a way that people can be protected from creditors bothering them. I said, man, this is really, I think it's really important for seniors, people to know about this. You don't have to say that you've got a problem. I mean, you can if you want, and this was a solution for you. But you can share in some manner what Helps does. Now, I suspect a lot of people are friends enough that they'll share, especially with their relatives. Hey, I got really financial, I've got money headaches. That's easier to share then at that point. But with complete strangers, it might be a little bit different. But you don't have to talk about your problem. All you have to do is say, I know about this organization that helps people that have problems. And I just, it's kind of important people know about this. Uh, Not that I think you have a problem. Um, you don't have to indicate that you think they have a problem, but just get the word out. But it said one way to do it, I guess, would be to say, you know, when I learned about this organization, it's so important that people should know about it because they might have friends that might need this help. And then you can explain what Helps does. That what we do is, we educate people that their income is protected, seniors, their pension, their Social Security, VA benefit, disability, and if they have debt they can't afford to pay, that they don't have to pay it, and they can be protected from debt collectors harassing them. uh, and they can find out more by looking at our website. And it's easy to remember. HELPS stands for Help Eliminate Legal Problems for Seniors. So that's my message on this video: is um, don't be bashful about sharing what HELPS does with others. If you're talking with someone and you get an impression that you need to talk to them about HELPS, might be a reason you're getting that impression. They might really need it. Uh, there's a thing that's called karma. I think there's a reason why we get impressions on different things. And you can maybe change someone's life by sharing what HELPS does with others. So that's my message, and I hope you have a great day.